Welcome to another day of Bhagavad Gita Sadhana. I'm Atmadarshan or Laura. This is going to be a very special day for our sadhana because I looked it up. This seems to be the second coldest day as far as I could find. With the wind chill, it is, with the wind out there, it is negative 23 degrees Celsius, negative 11 Fahrenheit, which means that the tech can't survive even on our porch. It is barely above freezing on our porch. So the tech has to be in here. I will be going out though, and hopefully you'll be able to see me through my kitchen window. If only you could see what I'm looking at right now. The post-Thanksgiving fun. Anyhow, I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're warm. I will be going outside to practice. But first, let's fill you in on what is going on today. Let's see. Besides the cold, there's a winter weather advisory right now, you think? And a winter storm watch for the rest of the weekend starting tonight at midnight. Oh, very exciting. We're on the final chapter of our Gita journey together, literally and in the book. So I guess that could also be literally. Chapter 18. And chapter 18 is one of the most important, if not the most important. I've heard some commentators say, if you only read one chapter of the Gita, just read chapter 18 because it wraps everything up. So I'm calling this next little set of talks The End Begins, because it is the beginning of the end of our time together. And I'm just trying to decide what to do next. We'll do the verses next. So in chapter 18, we'll encounter a summary of everything we've gone through up to this point. But also, as we reach the end, there are going to be some really snarly terms that are defined. And this is where, unfortunately, translating into English is so hard, because usually the word in English used for the two terms in Sanskrit, which are sannyasa and tyaga, is the same word, which is renunciation. But when you're, so that made translating hard, because then it would be Arjuna saying, hey, Krishna, I want you to explain to me the difference between renunciation and renunciation. And us English speakers would go, what does that mean? So there are two different kinds of renunciation that Krishna is going to discuss. And differences are subtle yet profound. And I'm thinking of this in conjunction with what here in the United States is the start of the ridiculous gift-giving season, where you got to give a gift to everybody, which is fine. I think it's out of control, though, where you have to give a gift to everybody. And I'm really scaling back this year. So please consider this my heartfelt gift to you. One of the things that really makes me personally crazy about the gift-giving season is, I give the gift and I give it freely. But there's a lot going on behind the scenes. One is the whole idea of when I'm shopping for the gifts or creating the gifts, I really want the person I'm giving it to love it, to keep it forever, to think it's the best. And then when I've given the gift, it's the idea of, wow, I do hope they enjoy it. And I'll think about it. Like if I would happen to go over to their house later and see it in the trash or something, or in a place of honor, that would affect me. And this is kind of what Krishna is getting to with this whole idea of renunciation versus renunciation, giving or trying or striving, because Arjun's reaching the end of his journey and he's encountering the biggest obstacle now on the spiritual and the life path is he's attached to some kind of profound change that he wants to see. And Krishna is saying, have you learned nothing? Why are you attached to this? So let's chant verses 18:1 and 18:2. Arjuna speaks for the first verse and Krishna speaks for the second verse. And if you do have any one of your Song of the Soul books, it'll be in there. If you've got the big thick one, it'll be the left-hand translation. And this is important because this chapter is called The Yoga of Being Free by Renouncing. Now, here we go. Arjuna says, Mighty armed one, I want to know the nature of renouncing both actions, Krishna, and the craving for their results, demon slayer. And then Krishna answers, giving up acts done with desire, the learned call renunciation. Whoops. Pardon me, I'm going back. I'm not attached. Okay, I'm going to start that verse over. Giving up acts done with desire, the learned called renunciation. Giving up results of actions, the wise label abandonment. There we go. So I used 2 English words in there, and the perfectionism that compels me to go back and do it right. And that is part of Arjun's challenge on the spiritual path. He's a perfectionist, and he wants to know that what he's doing is making a difference. And if he doesn't see results, he gets upset. So Krishna says he's going to explain the difference between giving up action. So, for example, if I want to be less attached to giving out gifts this holiday season, I could just not give gifts. Or I can give gifts and be like, whatever happens to them is fine, whether people like it or not. And there are all other kinds of nuances, but that can be a basic way of looking at it. So Arjun, one of the things he's saying is, maybe I just don't want to give my gifts to the world at all. Maybe I won't be attached to my special destiny. And that way I won't be attached to failing if I try it and I don't succeed. And Krishna say, yeah, that's one option. Or the option is just to go out there and do your best and let the chips fall where they may. Which one do you think Krishna is going to suggest more strongly? But this is one of our choices. We just give up acting, fine, or we do act, but the results, we're like, whatever. So this is a big choice we all must face. And today's dedications. So to all my Sikh friends, happy Guru Nanek Jayanti. Big day for you all. And also to Native women, because today is Native Women's Equal Pay Day. It's observed on November 30th every year, and it marks, this is striking me, it marks the day that Native women need to work until they make what a white man made in the previous year. So that means that a Native woman has to work what is this? She has to work 21 months to earn what white men earn in 12 months due to disparity in pay. So this captures both the misogyny and the racism that is still going on. And one of the reasons I chose that for the awareness today is, so what do we do about this? What do we do about all the disparity that continues in the world? Do we just go, obviously there's no effect, so I'm going to give up? Or do we keep trying and let the chips fall where they may? Everybody gets to make their own decision. Hello, Tupperware. Okay, I'm going to go out and balance, and then I'll sneak back and turn on the timer. I'm going to give myself an extra 20 seconds on the timer because I will need that to get outside and set up, and hopefully I will see the end of the timer go off. Otherwise, if I'm out there for a really long time, I'm frozen, and you can just stop and go about your day. Okay, let's step over the cat. I'm going up to do the balance pose. I hope you can see me. I think you can. We'll find out. And I'll knock on the window when I switch sides. bracing. Oh, to give you an idea of how cold it is, even though our pipes are inside, we had to keep the water running last night to prevent our pipes from freezing. Hey, he just bit me. Don't worry, kitty. I'll be sitting outside. I invite you to contemplate which of these two options feels best to you. Just giving up actions, not doing anything, or acting and giving up your attachment to any results that come from that action. Let's see how this goes. I hope I can see from there. So you have 20 seconds to get ready. Stay. All right, we can do it. have no idea how long that was going off. I hope it wasn't going off too long. I'll watch the video afterward to figure that out. Hi, Oliver in my seat. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to look at another nuance of this same set of verses tomorrow. But until then, maybe thinking of this kind of gross explanation of this can help you go about your day. Feel free to comment. Stay warm, stay healthy, stay well. And I'll see you when I see you. Hi, buddy.